Before you buy your next car, there's one mistake that could quietly cost you thousands of dollars. Surprisingly, it happens before you even start negotiating the price. Most people think they're simply having a friendly conversation, but experienced salespeople use every answer to understand your budget, urgency, and negotiation limits before making any offer. Today, you'll discover the 10 questions you should never answer directly at a car dealership, and what smart buyers say instead to save hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Most buyers believe the salesperson is simply being friendly. In reality, every question has a purpose. Before discussing the car, they want to understand exactly who they're negotiating with. Your answers reveal far more than you realize. They can uncover your budget, your urgency, your financial confidence, and even how much pressure you're willing to accept. Once they understand your situation, they can adjust the conversation to increase their chances of closing the deal at a higher profit. That's why your answers matter more than you think. One of the first questions many dealerships ask is, how much can you afford per month? It sounds harmless, but this question is designed to shift your attention away from the car's actual price. Once you reveal your monthly budget, the dealership can adjust the loan length, interest rate, or financing terms to match your payment, even if you end up paying much more overall. Instead of discussing monthly payments, tell the salesperson you'd like to negotiate the total purchase price first. Smart buyers focus on the full cost before talking about financing options. Another question dealerships often ask is, are you trading in your current car? It sounds like a simple question, but your answer can completely change how the entire deal is structured. If the dealership knows you're trading in a vehicle, they can adjust the new car's price and the trade-in value at the same time, making the final deal appear better than it actually is. Smart buyers negotiate the price of the new car first. Only after reaching an agreement do they discuss the trade-in separately, making it much harder to hide extra dealership profits. Sooner or later, the salesperson may ask, what's your credit score? While this seems like a normal financing question, your answer can significantly influence the way they present financing options. If they know you have excellent credit, they may assume you qualify for better financing and still try to sell higher interest loan packages that increase their commission behind the scenes. A smarter response is to simply say you're still reviewing your financing options. Focus on negotiating the vehicle price first, and discuss financing only after everything else is finalized. Another common question is, how much are you planning to put down? Most buyers think this simply helps calculate financing, but dealerships often use it to reshape the entire negotiation. If you reveal a large down payment too early, the dealership already knows you have financial flexibility. Instead of lowering the car's price, they may simply restructure the financing to maximize profit. A better approach is to negotiate the vehicle's total price first. Once you've agreed on the best deal, you can decide how much money you actually want to put down. One of the most powerful questions a salesperson can ask is, what monthly payment are you looking for? It sounds helpful, but it shifts your focus away from the total cost of the car. By extending the loan from 5 years to 7 years, the monthly payment may look lower. But over time, you could end up paying thousands more in interest. Instead of discussing monthly payments, keep bringing the conversation back to the vehicle's total purchase price. Once that number is finalized, financing becomes much easier to compare fairly. Sooner or later, the salesperson may ask, are you buying today? It sounds like a simple question, but they're actually trying to measure how much urgency you feel. If you say, yes, I have to buy today, the dealership knows you have less negotiating power. They may feel less pressure to offer their best possible price. A smarter response is to stay flexible. Let them know you're comparing different offers and won't make a decision until you've found the best overall deal. Another question you may hear is, have you visited any other dealerships? It sounds casual, but the answer helps the salesperson understand how much competition they're facing. If they know you're only visiting their dealership, they may feel less pressure to lower the price. But if they believe you're comparing offers, they're more likely to compete for your business. A smart response is to politely mention that you're exploring multiple options before making a final decision. This keeps the negotiation competitive and encourages better offers. At some point, the salesperson may ask, "What's the maximum you're willing to spend?" It sounds reasonable, but this question is designed to discover your absolute financial limit before negotiations begin. Once they know your highest budget, many negotiations naturally move toward that number. Instead of finding the lowest possible price, the conversation often shifts to spending as much as you're willing to pay. A better response is to avoid sharing your maximum budget. Instead, ask for the dealership's best out-the-door price and compare it with offers from other dealers before making a decision. Another question you might hear is, "How much do you earn?" While income is important for loan approval, revealing it too early can also influence how the salesperson approaches the negotiation. If they believe you have a high income, they may assume you're comfortable spending more. Instead of focusing on value, they might guide you toward more expensive models and costly financing packages. If financing requires income verification, provide only the information necessary during the loan application. Keep salary discussions separate from negotiating the vehicle's purchase price. One final question may seem completely harmless: "Do you really need this car right now?" But your answer tells the dealership whether you have the freedom to walk away, or the pressure to buy today. If you admit that you urgently need a vehicle for work or family, the salesperson knows you're less likely to leave without buying. That weakens your negotiating position immediately. A smarter approach is to remain calm and patient. Let the dealership believe you're willing to walk away if the numbers don't make sense. Confidence often leads to better offers. Individually, these questions may seem harmless. But together, they create a complete picture of your finances, your urgency, and your negotiating habits before the real discussion even begins. Once they understand your situation, they can adjust financing, pricing, trade-in value, and even the sales conversation to increase the chances of earning a larger profit from your purchase. The good news is that once you understand their strategy, you can stay in control. Knowledge doesn't guarantee the lowest price, but it helps you make smarter financial decisions. Smart buyers don't rush into negotiations. They research the vehicle's market value, compare offers from multiple dealerships, and always separate the purchase price, financing, and trade-in into different conversations. They stay patient, avoid revealing personal financial details too early, and never let urgency control their decisions. The strongest negotiating position is always the ability to walk away. Remember, dealerships negotiate every single day. But most buyers only purchase a car every few years. The more prepared you are, the more confident and successful your negotiation becomes. Buying a car isn't just about choosing the right model, it's also about recognizing the hidden psychology behind every conversation. The better prepared you are, the harder it becomes for anyone to influence your decisions. The next time you visit a dealership, remember these 10 questions. Stay calm, compare offers, negotiate the total price first, and never feel pressured to make a decision you're not comfortable with. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more business, money, and car finance insights that can help you make smarter financial decisions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.